My mic was muted. Hi, what's up? Welcome to Lawsplaining the Interwebs, the only show where you get two intros, but one of them is silent, like an old film. With me today is anger, is rage. I'm so mad. I'm even more pissed now because of the stupid mic. Oh, I'm mad. I'm mad. All right, guys. So, I was hoping today was a day of joy, elation, and celebration. Was scheduled to be a day of praise, a day of good things. But today is not. It is not a day of good things. Not at all. So, where to begin? I've got a story to tell you. And then I'm going to answer questions from Super Chat. I'm going to be very candid and honest in those questions, but oh man, do I have a story to tell you. And I'm going to name names. We're going to talk about as many people involved as possible that I have information about. We're going to talk about some very unlawful activity. We're going to talk about some people who need to be taught a little bit of a lesson. And I've got messages for conventions. About the reality of the scum that they're dealing with. The absolute disgusting piles of fucking garbage that they're dealing with. Pardon my English. These people are trash. They are trash. Report me to the bar, you pathetic piles of garbage. But you are terrible humans, and you know it. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing how bad you are. No more kid gloves with you babies. Okay, we're naming names. We're going to talk about everything about you. Okay? Here we go. Here's the story. I've had to do something for 5 days that I hate. I hate it. For 5 days, I have been asked to sit on information. Okay? I hate it. Transparency, openness, honesty is integrity. But for 5 days, I was asked to sit on information on a promise. And I'm not the only one. There's at least one other guy out there who has significantly similar information to me. And he's been sitting on it too. For 5 days. All right? I don't like doing this. I don't like having to withhold information from you guys because you guys deserve to know. The public, the fans, the convention goers deserve to know what's going on behind the scenes. These weasels, what they're doing behind the scenes. But I was asked to wait. And to let Kamea-Khan make the announcement. So there's your first character in this story, and it's Kamea-Khan. Kamea-Khan, the one about Dragon Ball. The one that invited Vic Mignogna first, before any other voice actors. That one. The one that disinvited Vic Mignogna when Ron Toye and Monica Rial and Chris the Weasel Sabat, you scumbag pile of trash, hiding in the background, lurking in the shadows, telling everyone they're friends. You are the nastiest piece of work of this whole bunch. You are Ron Soye is just your little bitch gimp, and you know it. Listen, these guys, here's how sad Ron Soye is. This guy is cucked by Monica, by Chris Sabat, because he does He does the talking for them. He breaks the bad news so that they're insulated. They're insulated. Chris Sabat, he's running errands for Chris Sabat. And he probably thinks that no one knows that. His little shame is hidden. His little shame is hidden behind Chris Sabat. What I'm told. I'm going off of sources. I have a source inside Kamehacon. Inside Kamehacon. You thought this wouldn't get out? You thought that your activities behind the scenes, bullying a con owner into thinking about canceling conventions for the fans. They're not for you. They're for the fans. You think that it wouldn't get out. You thought that it wouldn't get out. Not just once. Because, I mean, they did it once. They did it once. If Vic gets to go, we're not going. I'm sorry. He's under contract. He's under contract. A signed piece of paper. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. Not in escape the long arm of Texas law. That's tortious interference. You don't get to lie about Vic Mignogna to the convention owner of Kamehacon. You don't get to lie about what you're going to do to Vic Mignogna, to the convention owner, to force him to break a contract. That is tortious interference. Monica, Sabat, Toye, none of you have the privilege to do that. None of you have privilege in the contract between Vic Mignogna and Kamehacon. You're third parties. You're not even third-party beneficiaries. You're not privileged to interfere with that contract. And you're definitely not privileged to lie about it and to force this guy's hand. But you did. Something like 4 or 5 weeks ago you did, and he dropped Vic. He dropped Vic on your words. Your words that never materialized, did they? Did they? We know what you said, you idiots. So, let me make this clear. Let me make this doubly clear because I know what you're going to accuse me of. This information comes from inside Kamehacon. I'm not getting this information from Vic. I'm not getting information from Ty. This comes straight from the party. You think all of these people are on your side when you're arrogant, vile bullies? You think they're on your side when you bully them into an illegal position? When you bully them into breach of a contract? When you threaten their business that they put all the work into and you come along and try and dictate their contracts? You think they're on your side? They're not. So 4 or 5 weeks ago, Kamehacon drops Vic Mignogna. Okay, so did everybody else. Didn't know it at the time, but Vic was under contract. So, let's just say Rial, Sabat, Soye, Shane, you disgusting vermin, Shane. They lie. They go ahead and straight up lie to the owner of Kamehacon. Flat out lie. This is going to happen. They know it can't happen. They've admitted on social media specifically that they know this won't happen, but they lied to him. So he dropped him. It doesn't happen because you know you can't make it happen, you liars. So it doesn't happen. So what next? Well, looks like the owner of Kamehacon had a change of heart. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure I'm not sure what was going on with that. Maybe it was nice petitions from fans. I don't know. What I do know is that the owner of Kamehacon 5 days ago had a change of heart. And he said, we're going to bring back Vic Mignogna. Because these other people, I guess because the other people lied to him. Seems like a good reason to not breach a contract is when you find out the other people are lying to you. So he says we're going to bring back Vic. 5 days ago, I wanted so bad. When I heard this, I said, please, please, please let me tell this story. Everyone's going to be excited. And they're like, we're kind of worried about the response. Everyone's going to be excited. Everyone will support Kamehacon 100%. Vic's fans will throw all of the support. They will drown out the criticism. Because the critics, I don't know if anybody notices, but the critics are on life support right now. They are on life support. They are embarrassingly bad at this. They can't manage their own stupidity. They can't manage each other's stupidity. These are barely functional human beings. If that. Their marketing campaign is on life support. They have no voice in public. They've privated their accounts. They're hiding in any corner that they can. Nobody's liking their stuff. No one's sharing their stuff. No one believes these people. Not a single person outside of these little, like, terrified convention circuits. No one that they don't have leverage over believes these people. Not a single person, because they are so disgustingly bad at their messaging. And they have just it's built on lies. Of course they're bad at it. What are they going to do? You can only work so hard with a false story. And it's over and over and over again. One question throws these people into straight into Charybdis. Right? Straight into Charybdis. They got nothing. They can't stand up to one question. Why would you ask for evidence? How dare you? Well, why do you think? You've destroyed a man's life. They can't do anything right. They can't do anything right. And yet, I'm trying to tell these people, please let us tell the story. You'll have thousands, tens of thousands of people supporting you. Tomorrow, the second they hear that you are standing up for Vic, you'll have thousands of people supporting you tomorrow that were neutral or worse today. Because you're doing the right thing. That's all anybody wants. Do the right thing. Honor a contract. If we're not honoring contracts, what even are we? No, please wait. We're going to announce it. We're going to announce it. Okay? Okay. We'll wait. We'll wait. Won't announce it. Waiting. Next day. 4 days ago. Get an interesting conversation. Yeah, he's, the owner of Kamehacon's gotten a lot of pressure. What do you mean pressure? Rial and Sabbath. Rial and Sabbath. Interfering again. You think we can't show malice on this, you idiots? Rial and Sabbath. Let me say it again. Rial and Sabbath. That snake behind the scenes Sabbath. Yet again. If Vic comes, we don't go. Hey, that's their problem, buddy. They're under contract to show up. They're under contract to show up. What's their exit clause? Is it, I don't like Vic Mignogna, so I get to exit? If it's not, you've got a case. I know a great attorney in Texas. I know great attorneys all over the place, man. Even if you don't want to deal with the beard, I can put somebody else in there. Don't let these people bully you. It's your show. It's not their show. It's your show for the fans, not for them. They're a shiny dongle. That's it. They're nothing. They're replaceable, for God's sakes. How many voices of Goku do you have coming to this convention? You have more than one voice of Vegeta. Sabbat? Who cares? But anyway, Sabbat and Real. Let me say it again, Sabbat and Real. Vic comes, we don't go. Peace. That's my answer. Later, you'll be paying us damages on that contract. I mean, you're going to cause us loss not being there. But, you know, that's your problem. See ya. Make them. Do you know how much these guys are going to make? Do you know how much they're going to make this weekend at Kamehacon? Not this weekend. The weekend of Kamehacon. Sabbat, he's going to walk away $40,000. He's going to walk away with 20 to 40 grand in a weekend. Because it's a Dragon Ball convention and he's Vegeta and Piccolo. Bulma, she's going to walk away with $9, $10. Because no one wants to see her. Jokes, of course. Are they really going to throw that away? They're on life support. Their messaging is gone. They know, they have to know Japan doesn't like this. They have to know that they're damaging one of Japan's most important brands. They're not going to throw away the money. Make them do it. Make them do it. Because they're not going to throw away the money. They need it. They've got lawsuits coming. They need money. But they say they're not going to do it. So he's waffling. So I'm like, oh, great. Fantastic. All this behind the scenes. Happening in real time. You guys don't get to know. Sorry. Schemmel. Oh, no, not Schemmel. Sabbat. I don't know. Schemmel could be involved. Sabbat and Real working behind the scenes against the fans. It's not against Vic anymore. It's against you. They so hate you. And me. They hate Vic. We just want him to apologize and get better. No, you don't. You want him dead. You want him dead. This stuff kills people. It puts them in the ground, and you know it. You knew it. You knew it when you did it. Oh, we're still his friends. We'll welcome him back with open arms if he just goes out and apologizes for all the rapes we've accused him of. They hate him, but they hate you more. They hate conventions more. It's disgusting. These people see, they're like, what was that? That congressman that asked if they could keep the public out because of the smell? That's how they regard the fans, the people who this is all about. That's the only explanation. Because the fans want to see Vic. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people want to see Vic Mignogna. It's demonstrated over and over and over again. Just take a glance at YouTube. Take a glance at Twitter. You'll see where people want to be. They want to see Vic. They want to see him as the title character of one of the biggest anime releases that has happened ever in the US. They want it. That's what they want. But Real and Sabbat don't want it. Oh, and their little errand boy, little Hermes Soye. Of course. You know, he doesn't want it either. But he doesn't have agency, right? He's being bossed around by his woman. He's being bossed around by his woman's keeper, Chris Sabbat. Soye doesn't even have agency in his own life. Yeah, I'll send an email. Yeah, I'll tell him you guys won't come. Yeah, right? How's that working for you? Doing someone else's work. Someone else is defending your wife harder than you are, but they're making you be the errand boy for it. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. But okay. Sabbath and Rial. So this guy, he says, I think I can't bring Vic back. Again, yeah, that's where we are. Well, then something else happens. And I don't have all the info, but something else happens. And the guy straightens up. He says, no, okay, we're going to do it. We're going to have Vic because these guys can't make me break a contract or whatever it was. We're going to have Vic. We're going to have him here. We'll announce it Tuesday. Today. Well, I guess technically yesterday. For some of you. For me. Tuesday. We'll announce it. Please don't say anything until Tuesday. So Tuesday comes. Where's the announcement? Nothing. Silence. Where's the announcement? Nothing. Silence. Then I find out that for 3 hours, roughly 3 hours, Sabbath, Rial, blowing up this guy's phone. Threat after threat after threat. Blowing up this guy's phone. Don't bring... I hope... They're doing it over text. Man. Hope that doesn't come out in Discovery. Vic comes, we don't go. That's textbook TI, folks. That is textbook. 3 hours. Can you imagine? All this guy's trying to do is put together a convention. He's like, what, less than a month out? He's got a million things to worry about. He's got vendors to deal with. He's got fans to deal with. He's got people asking questions. And he has to spend 3 hours of his day managing 2 unhinged lunatics screeching and shrieking at him. By the way, from what I've heard, none of that from Vic's side. No pressure, no intimidation. That's what I've heard. All of it from the subhuman monsters on the other side. All of it. But, you know, Sabbath's important, right? Sabbath's got his own little recording studio. Sabbath's got Funimation's ear. I hope Funimation's not involved in this. Hopefully they're independent actors here. I can only assume that this implicates Sabbath's studio. Wouldn't it be nice to go after those assets instead of Sabbath's assets? 3 hours. 3 hours this guy just pounds on him. They just pound on him. 3 hours. Now I hear... Let's see, what's the last update I got? I don't want to get this wrong. I'm not going to show it on the screen. Can't do that. Can't do that. But let's see what happened. Let's see. One of the last updates I got suggested that the owner was not going to do Kamehacon anymore. That's what they've done to this guy. That's what they've done to this guy. I can't deal with this. I don't think I can do this anymore. Think about that. Think about that. They so badgered this guy for hour after hour after hour that he broke. He broke. Absolutely wild. I've heard some funny things too about Shane. I don't want to get too far into him, but I know he's involved in this too. Directly. Anybody find it odd? I mean, I didn't, because I knew this, and I would. I'm pretty I'm pretty pissed off. As I tell you, 5 days ago, I'm like, please let me get support for you. Let me bring people to support Kamea-Khan. Let me do it. We'll drown out these people. We'll drown them out. They got nothing. They've got no backbone. They've got no support. All they have is the threat of them not showing up. And you have to imagine that is them not only lighting tens of thousands of dollars on fire, but also facing lawsuits from Kamea-Khan. That's what they risked. Oh, and having all of this happen. Having it obviously exposed who was behind it. That's what they risked by not coming. Of course they were going to show up. Of course they were. It's dollar signs to them. It's dollar signs. Of course they were going to show up. It's just math. They need money. All they had was the leverage of the threat, and they most likely couldn't even pull it off. So I wanted to tell you 5 days ago. I wanted to shore up Kamea-Khan. I wanted to lend support. I would encourage you guys to lend support. We're the light side of this. We're the light side of this. The ones that have been professional and respectful. Think about this. 5 days went by. 5 days went by. Me, other YouTubers, we could have put immense pressure. We could have called out Kamea-Khan. We could have put pressure on them to bring Vic back. We could have leaked a story. Not a word about Kamea-Khan. Not a word came out from Vic's side. From what I hear behind the scenes, basically nothing. Basically nothing behind the scenes from Vic's side. Just professionalism. But then, on the other side of this table are people who are leveraging force, lies, threats, deceit, breaking laws, slander, libel, tortious interference, conspiracy. Monica and Sabat. It's a conspiracy. Add in Shane, except you need someone else because Shane isn't a person. So if you don't have two people, you can't have conspiracy. So Shane's just an accessory, like a purse or whatever. Probably a musty purse, but that's what it is. But you've got Rial and Sabat. That is civil conspiracy. Acting in concert to tortiously interfere with a contract. To defame and slander someone. They're using unlawful behavior, threats, and shrieking. Shrill, high-pitched, 10 octaves up shrieking. Because you know it. That's the other side. That's what convention owners face. From one side, they face professionalism. They face courtesy. They face YouTubers who get this information, being asked to sit on it, and saying okay. Saying okay. But the other side is pound, pound, pound. Force, thug tactics. So I have to encourage you. I have to encourage you guys to be light, to be supportive. The owner of Kamea-Khan, what's he supposed to do? Right? I mean, he's supposed to honor the contract. He is. He really is. That's what he's supposed to do. He still can. Kamea-Khan, you can still do the right thing. I hope you see this. you can still do the right thing. You can bring Vic. Make them do it. The fans will understand. They'll always understand when one party has been threatening and abusing you. By the way, what they did to you is likely harassment under the law, especially if they did it to your phone. They can't actually do what they did. So not only does Vic have a cause of action against them for tortious interference, defamation, but you do too. You don't deserve to be harassed by these scumbags. And neither does any other con owner, by the way. Neither does any other con owner. This intimidation garbage, the fans will back you up. Make the people flexing on you put up. See if they do it. See if they do it. Because they won't. How can they? It's their income. It's where all their money comes from. You guys are giving them a platform. You guys are running the business, not them. Kamea Khan can still do the right thing. Maybe they will. At this point, my source inside Kamea Khan been very, very reliable. Very reliable. Maybe they can do the right thing. The right thing, of course, is to honor your contracts on both sides. By the way, I don't think any of us are asking for you to not have Sabat or Rial there. You know who is asking you to not have Sabat and Rial there? Sabat and Rial. Think about that. Think about who's going after you. To my knowledge, no one has asked you to drop anybody. We've only asked you to just bring Vic. Because that's who the fans want to see. This is, you know it. You're a con owner. You're a fan too. It's the community's hobby. The community wants it. These people are taking it away from the community. And they're taking it away from you. And they're taking it away from Vic. And if they don't get their way, they're threatening to take their ball and go home. How pathetic are these people? Like children. Like children. But also like children, will they really take their ball and go home? When they go home, they don't get to play. Are they going to do it? They're going to throw away money? Just light it up? Light it on fire? They're lighting your money on fire. But I don't think they're going to light their own on fire, right? Think about who you're dealing with. The Kick Vic side has been nothing but good. Hey, I gotta tell you this. Let me pull up an email. I got from a convention owner who hosted Vic. Just what? A weekend or two ago? Hold on, I got an email from a convention owner to other convention owners, but she was kind enough to send it to me. She asked me to obscure her name. Many of you will probably know who it is just because of the convention. But this is a convention owner's email to other convention owners. All right? And I am releasing this with permission from the person who sent it. Or anyone accuses me of anything untoward, I specifically asked. I said, can I share this? Would you like me to do anything? She said, obscure my name, please. And I said, okay. I am convention owner of Central PA Comic Con in Harrisburg / Hershey, Pennsylvania, and Rock Con in Rochester, New York. Vic Mignogna has been at my Rochester, New York show 6 times to rave reviews and lots of requests for him to return from fans. They love him and they show up to have fun and show support. March 9th and 10th, 2019 was Central PA, Pennsylvania, Central Pennsylvania Comic Con. It was Vic's first time with us at this event. Although we received some emails of concern, I continued with the booking based upon my past experience. The weekend was fun and uneventful regarding anyone protesting or being not nice. It was fine. There were 0 issues. Let me say that again. There were 0 issues. Convention owners, I implore you. It's all kayfabe. It's all flexing. But it's synthol, baby. They got nothing. They got soy arms. They got nothing over you. Because you're providing them the platform to make their living. They're going to walk out on that now. They're going to risk breaching contracts now. There are no issues. Vic went to a different convention a couple weeks ago, I believe. I think. No issues. No issues. The threats are hollow. People aren't going to do anything. You've got security there. Your big convention. What is Sabat going to go start a fist fight with Vic? You know Vic's not going to do anything. Vic has issued one statement since lawyering up. One statement. Just to let people know he lawyered up. You think, he's going to go, is he going to go start violence? The Kick Vic side, who desperately just want to see, or not the Kick Vic side, the Stand With Vic side, who desperately just want to have Vic show up at conventions and be able to work again because of the false allegations against him. You think they're going to start violence? Who's likely to start violence? Think about it. The people who've been calm, the people who've been measured, the people who have done what you've asked, or the people who bully and pressure you? Who do you who's the real problem here? And you're capitulating to the problem. Like, look, we understand, man, you just want to run a con. We do, we get it. We get it. That's why I think people still need to support you, because what happened to you isn't fair. Not fair for you to deal with that. It is not fair at all. It is illegal. You shouldn't have to deal with that. We know that. We've been saying this whole time. Running people out of jobs, messing with their business is wrong. It's a fundamental principle of business that you don't mess with someone else's business unless you're just competing with them and winning because you're a better product. That's it. But trying to leverage against contracts against some poor convention owner, that's out of the game. That's why you can sue people for it. So I'm gonna ask people to try desperately to support Kamehacon. I mean, we're not there yet, man. We're not. It's like what, April 12th or 12th through 13th or something. It's next month. We're not there yet. There's a possibility to bring back Vic. There really is. There really is. The only thing standing between Vic and Kamehacon are Sabat, Rial, Soye, Shane, and whoever else is working with them. That's it. That's the reality, folks. Because the convention owner has tried to bring him back twice and has been hammered relentlessly by these villains. Hammered relentlessly by these villains behind the scenes, slithering in the background. That's it. That's what's standing in the way. That's what's standing between Vic's fans and Kamea Khan. A pack of garbage people. Not the convention owner. Can you blame that guy? I mean, I wish he would have honored the contract. I really do. That's what I wish. But I understand. I understand where he's coming from. So that's where we're at right now. That's where we're at right now. Look, I don't know. I don't know how to show support for Kamea Khan. I don't know if I don't think flooding their DMs with a bunch of stuff is a good idea. I really don't. Even if it's wholly positive. But maybe just tagging them on Twitter. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Tonight when we're done here, I'm going to say, hey, Kamea Khan, man. We've got your back. Fans got your back. Fans got your back. No one cares. Like, let me be brutally honest here. The overwhelming majority of people don't care about Vic versus those other people who voice some characters that I've seen somewhere. I was at Community, a pro-Vic convention. Many people there had no idea this was going on. That convention is going to be asking, where's Broly? Where's Broly? Why isn't Broly here? That doesn't make sense. He's the title character. Why isn't Broly here? That's what the fans are going to be asking. You guys are going to know. I mean, a bunch of people are going to find out eventually. When they look into it, when they're like, oh, that's weird. Why wasn't the voice of Broly here? Funny thing, if Sabat doesn't show up, you've got another Vegeta. Most people probably wouldn't even know the difference. But they're gonna miss Broly. So I'm gonna personally, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna encourage anybody to do anything else, okay? It's up to you. I'm going to post a very encouraging tweet tagging Kamea Khan, just saying that the people bullying you behind the scenes is gross. It's disgusting. You don't deserve that. The fans are with you. The fans are with you, not them. The fans are with you, not them. That's it. If you guys send messages to them, if you guys tag them in tweets, please, I can't express enough how important it is to be kind and civil. The conventions are victims here. Conventions are absolutely victims in all of this. Here they get flooded with lies. And I mean, I can confirm lies, direct lies about Vic from his friends. Really the best friends. Absolutely tremendous. From his friends lying to keep him out. But the convention owners don't know, right? Well, they're his friends. Why would they lie about it? Why would they lie about it? I guess, what do I do? They made this decision. Think about when they made these decisions originally, right? They made them weeks ago. They made them before the GoFundMe. They made them before they saw the groundswell of fan support. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to encourage. I'm going to hope other conventions can be encouraged. Conventions, I've got your back. I know fans have your back. Vic's fans have your back. We do. We do. I would implore you, you're not my army. Don't do what I say, but please be respectful and humble if you want to help Vic. I mean, that's how conventions, we got to talk to them in positive ways because they're getting only negative from the scum on the other side. They're getting only negative. So I'm going to post positive and encouraging things. I hope conventions start taking him back. We saw what some of them are. Some of them are Shane, right? Some of them are Shane. Some of them are pathetic losers, like Shane. Who'll go and lie about people and try and leverage against them, right? Shane has all the inside info. He knows what's going on behind the scenes. He's seen a contract, right? Shane the liar, the guy who would lie about inviting Vic to a convention to thousands of people. 100,000 people, Shane, have seen you lie. 100,000 people. That's something, by the way, conventions out there who may have contact with Shane. 100,000 people watch Shane lie. A 100,000 people watch that man embarrass himself. Probably soil himself and definitely soil that chair. 100,000 people were embarrassed by that. Is that the guy you want to work with? You could wring that guy out and cook vegetables in the grease that comes out of that thing. Gross. Absolutely disgusting. But that's what's going on behind the scenes, guys. I'm gonna pause for a minute. Starting to get itchy. I'm gonna take some super chat questions. I apologize for having to wait. I apologize for having to wait for the super chats, but I had to get through that rant. As I go through the super chats, I'm gonna be thinking about if there's something else I missed. But that's gonna happen. Shane's not calling me out on Twitter, by the way. Shane is shrieking into the wind for relevance on Twitter. Because Shane got embarrassed by Shane. You're right, that was one of the worst decisions of your life, you idiot. Alright. Siren Jag, this is well before the show. Says, well, man, I'm here not missing this. Despite 31 Botox injections to the face and head for migraine happening in roughly 8 hours. Announce, you pale aqualine madman. Sorry, Siren. I had family stuff going on. That's why I couldn't do this stream until very late. I was also hoping for a change in the news. Really, really hoping for it. Marshall says, good news? No, unfortunately, no. Sonic the Hedgehog, if Nick is 15 minutes late, we are legally allowed to leave. That's true. Kidda says, you're muted, boomer. Sorry about that. Yes, it's Raising Canes, by the way. You're muted. I'm sorry about that. Anime Lover 0524 says, here for the big news. Richard Ty says, dang, boomers can't even operate a mic. Nope, can't. Nixx says, Racket's wicked boomer powers are alive and well. Mythos Irving says, nice job with the muted mic, boomer Nick. Stupid SJW NPCs never learn. Effing with his GoFundMe. Now, I've seen the video about effing with his GoFundMe, but his GoFundMe's still up as far as I can tell. I don't know what they're talking about. I got an email from GoFundMe today. Everything's go. So I'm not sure what that is, but as far as I can, it's still trending. I mean, it's still a trending GoFundMe, but I'll have to watch the video. I don't know anything about what he's talking about. Solo Beverly says, you get him, Nick. Let the world know. Sakaki Onsai says, has this been cleared by Beard and Harris? I don't work for Beard and Harris. I don't take orders from Beard and Harris. And I can't get private information from Beard and Harris. So, you know, that's the reality there. So, has it been cleared by Beard and Harris? No. Didn't ask. Didn't ask them. Doesn't matter what they say. I'm not Vic's employee, not Beard and Harris's employee. So, Jacob Bodmer says, you've only just unmuted your mic and I can already feel your itchiness. It's Addie M says, I wish I wasn't at work tonight. When someone starts off with, I'm going to tell you a story, that's when I break out the tequila or whiskey. Izzy Bolton says, rule number 1, never piss off a lawyer. Elliot Joubert says, My PP is getting really difficult if you know what I'm driving at. Bagel Goose says, love you, Nick. Hope the anger subsides soon. Hope so. Tim Forsyth 89 says, kid gloves are off now. They are. They are. I'm done with these people. I'm done with them. Absolutely done with them. I will expose everything I can about the other side because they are subverting the fans. And that is disgusting. That is disgusting. And it's lies. Guys, they just don't like him. I don't know if I can impress that upon you enough. They know they've got nothing. They just don't like him and lied to him about it for years. For years. Ugh. Izzy Bolden says, okay, cuck babies, time to hashtag get bent. Nichols in Minecraft says, Nick, be careful, you're going to get itchy. Too late, buddy. Sinrius Asari says, Khan should never tolerate blackmail. It's abuse. Absolutely. It's blackmail. It's extortion. I mean, we're talking criminal activity here. Literally criminal activity. But, you know, it's fine. Pharaoh says, Nick has unleashed the gauntlet that was coming. This doesn't put a smile on his face. No, I wanted happy. Today was supposed to be a happy announcement video. That's what it was supposed to be. I've been just sitting, waiting, like, yes, this is going to be great. Nope. Nope. Blazing Itachi 1. Wreck them, Nick. Schooled says Nick is going in harder than Kale. Holy poop. Ichicinco Negroni says, epic rant, start of the stream here, take my money, thank you. Prison Tyrone says, all hail Nick Rekieta, he's a true and honest son of corn. And now the slayer of the cancerous Twitter job lynch mob. All hail. Izzy Bolden says, Shane's a sloppy snake. Lurik L says, perfect time for Shane the Brain Part 2. No. Why should I bring that guy on? What good would it do to bring Shane on? What good would it do? If I bring Shane on, maybe that might be me tortiously interfering with his future business prospects. Ben Cheever says, I think they promised Vic would admit and repent. Yeah, that's what they said. They don't mean it. They, of course, don't mean it. They want him to say sorry, and then they want to bury him in history. David Maroon, thank you for the donation. Cringe Lord says, it's K to be angry. I want to salt the earth. The Phoenix Party says, Assyrian approves. Rick Nikita says, send in the Space Marines. Comfy Couch says, this is fantastic news. I mean, I know what you're saying, but it's not. It's not. These people are so screwed. Fear the beard. Vic kicks back. I wouldn't piss off these snakes or piss on these snakes if they were on fire. Boycott Funimation. Zacinator 2011. Emperor Rekieta declares a full exterminatus against Kick Vic. Let me talk about Funimation. Hey, Evan Stone. Hey, Evan Stone of Funimation. Yoo-hoo. You guys are still watching over at Funimation. What are you doing? Letting your voice actors... I mean, I know they're independent contractors and you don't care about them, but you have more than an independent contractor relationship for voice acting with Chris Sabat. This guy is out messing with an employee that you fired. Do you think that Beard and Harris can't peg that on you? What are you thinking? Letting them run with this? Are you out of your mind? Or are you in on it? Evan, I know for a fact that you know this is not a good idea. Because you're not an idiot. You know that what Sabat and Rial is doing is damaging Funimation's brand. That's probably against the contract that you probably wrote for them, isn't it? I mean, they're causing massive damage to Funimation. You have to know it. You have to see the social media response to Funimation. You have to know. People are unsubscribing from Funimation and paying me money on Patreon. That's how bad Funimation is in right now. That should never happen. That should never happen if your message isn't off point. These people are burying your prospects. They're damaging your relationships with Japan. You have I mean, you should be on the phone to these idiots. Maybe you have been. And if you have, I wonder, I really am curious what you're going to do. How could you tolerate this? This is definitely adverse to Funimation's interests. Like, they should have cease and desist letters. I mean, this is, if I was in your shoes, these people would be shut up or gone immediately. What are they thinking? Like, what are you thinking? They're replaceable. Holy cats. I mean, maybe, like I said, maybe you've done something. But I mean, I'm telling you, Evan, you probably don't know that your employees have spent the past several days bullying a convention owner behind the scenes to keep another voice actor out. A voice actor who made you a lot of money, by the way. I mean, whether you fired him or not. Like, you should be mitigating these damages. I think maybe, Evan, you have a duty, or Funimation I should say, has a duty to mitigate further damages against him. I'm not a Texas law expert. You'll know the answer to that. But you might have a duty that you are breaching if you're not trying to manage and mitigate those damages caused by... I mean, you certainly have a duty to Funimation, but Funimation may have a duty to Vic to mitigate the damages because you guys know a lawsuit's coming. And you're allowing your employees to run rampant. I mean, a Texas court is... That independent contractor status is tenuous. Tenuous before someone who makes hiring and firing decisions like Sabbath is considered a vice principal, tortiously interferes with a contract, to the point where we could prove it, man. I could prove it, and I'm not Beard and Harris. I can prove it. I know they can prove it. I could make a very convincing argument, and I haven't even seen your contracts with them. Funimation, you gotta wrap that in. Wrap that in. Kural Scar says, so what did Sabbath threaten would happen? All I've heard, heavy threats that never materialized. Lies, threats, and then of course threatening that he wouldn't show up, that Rial wouldn't show up, that other Funimation voice actors... Yeah, you heard that, Evan. You heard that, Funimation. Sabat is saying that other Funimation voice actors... This is what I hear. What I hear... Caveat, I hear from my source that he is saying that other Funimation actors are going to bail as well. Kind of sounds like Funimation's in on it. You might want to tamp that down. Maybe. Zvarna says, after all the BS they throw out there all week, it's so effing cathartic to watch you unleash hell like this. P.S. Not all Canadians are paralegals. Thank you. Comfy Couch says, hashtag not my Vegeta. Rakami says, let our Lord Nick Erectus bathe us in the blood of our enemies. A thick hot rain of justice falling from the sword of law. Nocturnus says, like, who the hell cares if Bulma doesn't show? Yeah. Michael Pitcavage, whatever. Small tip, but gotta be cheap for HawaiiCon. Go, Vic. Go, yes, go. And go to HawaiiCon. That is awesome. Support them. Listen, they're going to get heat from any of these people. They're going to get heat. We've got to be light and supportive. Got to be light. Eric Rader says, Monica Rial and Co. is about to end up unemployed. I mean, it should be already. Alex Therio says, smells like sabotage. Karen D says, they threw their careers after trying to destroy another. Justice will prevail. I hope so. Sineria Sakari says, hashtag save your money, save your reputation. No Rial or Sabat. FPS person says, great work, Nick. It got me interested in seeing the law at work during my jury duty, but I misread the date. Lucky the court didn't convene that day. Yeah, that's good. Blood Moon Splicer says, missed the first 20 minutes. Why are you mad? Well, I think you've probably figured it out by now. Bo Stoker says, it's over $9,000. Gengyo says, Kamehame E-Hero Andrew, Funimation has my permission to die in Minecraft. Sloth of Speed says, thanks for Vic Mignogna update. Lost Vandalier says, who else besides Chris Sabat uses the word fans as a negative term? How gross are you if you say fans as a negative term? It's all about fans. It's why you do the show. Eyes of the Wolf 101 says, Rekieta Con 2020. Mike Walters says, Monica's head case. Monica's a head case. Did you hear about her bragging about her personal life with Ron on Twitter? By personal, you mean her sex life? That was uncomfortable, wasn't it? Methinks the lady doth protest too much. Monica too. Yo Crunch says, Nick Rekieta on Rewind 2019 or we riot. Izzy Bolden says, this legal ramming is brought to you by Canes. Marcus Jose says, you're just like Goku. You want to fight your opponent at their best, even down to giving them a senzu bean. Sound legal advice mid-battle. Earjuice says, how do you stream daily and run business? I got paperwork and emails coming out my butt. I could sit in office for next few weeks. Do I need another wife to help? Man, it's tough. It's tough. Rogue Mike says, my God. Ashley McGuire says, which is bigger, your nose or your wang? Well, only Lady Rackets knows. Rich in Vegas says, can you contact me? I don't know how to contact you. Gay and Still at Large says, we had our chaos gods. Now let's have Nick, our justice god. The only god I mean to bend my knee to. Justice for the justice god. Booze for the booze throne. That I can get behind. Books Games Pottery says, this just makes me sick. Throw the effing book at these globs of rotten refuse. I hope it's coming soon. I'm itching. I'm itching for the fight. I'm itching for that fight. Takaki Onsai says, I cannot believe that Shane Holmberg was stupid enough to give you the keys to the kingdom of what was going on and tried to shove it in your face. It's war footing time and we've got the grenades in Minecraft. Josh Calhoun says, Ron Soye and Chris Sabrat are pussies trying to gangbang Rial. That's gross. Internet Tab says, 3 hours blowing up phone. Maddox at the wedding. Yeah. Doesn't that sound like it? Like a jilted ex-cuck? Timothy Reaper says, the only appropriate answer to these people, do it bundles of sticks. Right. Make them breach contracts. Make them do it. Make them own it. Make them own it. Ricky Cato says, well, let's get Team 4-Star to take over for voicing Dragon Ball Super. Sabat is donezo. Guys, what would it take? What would it take, honestly? I think we could crowdfund a studio. Put Vic on it, put competent management in, and run them into the ground. I think that could happen. I think the community would be happy to have someone who doesn't suck as much as Funimation. Pulling content and competing. I bet they could pay him better. Holy cats. Let's see. I'm going to think about that one. I think that might be worth pursuing. Brammerhammer says, we should all contact Kamea-Khan to bring Vic back. Any contact that you do, please be polite, professional, and respectful. This guy, Kamea-Khan, got boned here by some real big boners. I'm rolling with it. By some massive pricks. Yeah, that's it. That's it. This guy got screwed over. This guy got put in an impossible situation. He got pounded into the ground by a shrieking horde. We can't be that. We can't be that. So if you're gonna contact Kamea-Khan, be peaceful, be respectful, realize what this guy's gone through. Man, Spanish Dexter says, wow, this is so messed up. Glad I unsubbed Funimation. Yeah, me too. Schooled says, anyone remember how Sean stated his disfavor for TFS since it made DB a joke? But the series was always a comedy, like this situation. Mimaru Dolphy says, my phone was so disgusted by this sabotage that it died. Shortest SB champion QB, the rising of the Vic hero revenge arc, and take my donation, cherry to daddy. Thank you so much for that. Kiroku says, if you bring Vic, they will come. Yes, just book him. Book him and put him there. People will show up. The lines will be out the door. You've got more positive attention for Vic by combining the Broly movie plus what his fighting back, you've got more positive attention for Vic than maybe ever before. It's crazy. And you're crazy not to have him. He will bring your convention cash. He'll bring the other voice actors cash. Oh my God, that's how this all works. That's the crazy thing. They're shooting themselves in their own feet. Ace158920001 says, berating hour after hour until they break. Sounds like the Gestapo to me, Nick. Also, first chat, you are awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Chris Larimore says, they're also extorting Kamea-Con. Disgusting. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Xenokate says, I feel your anger and I'm angry. Angry also. Take my money. Thank you. Hikari Blue says, oh no, I'm being harassed. Proceeds to harass cons. Yeah, the irony. The fake outrage. The fake outrage from these people. You shouldn't harass people as they're stabbing a guy over the phone. Crazy. Olron says, I seriously hope that since Rial and Sabat start getting booed in public after this, absolutely disgraceful. ZZ Toluca says, these people are vile scum. How do they sleep? Bless All Toaster says, these idiots ended up giving us the Soul Stone by destroying Vic. We now have all the Infinity Stones. Time to get that Infinity Gavel ready. Mega Vigoroth, thank you for the donation. The Killer Critic says, how much time do you think these liars should do? Time, I don't know. Everybody needs to know. Everybody needs to know who is doing this. Because here's what was gonna happen. Let's be honest. Let's be honest about these pieces of trash. Here's what was gonna happen probably tomorrow or the next day. Why do you think I'm streaming tonight? Here's what was gonna happen. They were going to say, I guarantee you, scumbags like Shane, vile vermin like Sabat and Rial were going to say, Vic tried to force Kamea-Con to bring him back, and Kamea-Con resisted because Vic is guilty. Of course, that was coming. Why do you think Shane wanted on my show yesterday? Why do you think Shane is calling me out on Twitter? How embarrassing it must be to have Shane as your mouthpiece. How embarrassing it must be to have Shane as the voice of your movement. But that pile of garbage is wrapped up in this too. He has close personal ties to staff at Kamea-Con. Make no mistake. Make no mistake. Shane has close ties to those scumbags. Wait. I worded that wrong. That scumbag has close ties to Kamea-Con. I'm so pissed off. Ah! So yeah. So Shane, most likely, this is my speculation, of course. Shane knew this was going on. Is it coincidence that yesterday Shane unblocks me? Says he wants round 2. Why would he do that? Is it because he knew it was going to happen today? You think? Problem is, I don't think Shane thought I knew what was going to happen today. Shane probably didn't think that I had a contact, that I had a source inside of Kamea-Con. So that was the narrative, y'all. That's what they were going to do. You know, Vic tried to worm his way into Kamea-Con. He tried to threaten his way into Kamea-Con, but you know, but they resisted because they know what's going on, right? That was your little narrative. You biggest brains on the planet. So smart. Would have been smarter to just get a lawyer weeks ago when I told you to, but you know, instead you do this. So that's why we're here. That's why we're here tonight. That was the plan. They're going to try and weaponize this against Vic because they know they've got nothing. They've got no momentum. They've got no movement. They've got nothing. They can bully. They can bully a poor con guy. They can bully him into letting Vic go. They can bully him into an unlawful breach of contract. That's fine. They can extort him. And then try and use that for their own aims. J. Johan Jameson says, God bless you, Nick, for everything you've done. These monsters need to be stopped. Please, Kamea-Khan, don't let them do this or their bullying will continue. The real fans will have your back. That's the problem, right? Kamea-Khan, you just opened the door for them to bully at the next con. That's what you did. But you can undo it. You have a chance to undo it, man. You really do. Labyrinth 9000 says, what threats do you think Rial and Sabat sent? The ones I know they sent her is if he doesn't come, or if he comes, I don't come. That's what I know. The other threats, I have to tell you, I can tell you that they did not materialize. I can tell you that there were threats made that did not materialize. Details I can't tell you. I'm sorry. Sorry. If I could, I would. If I knew him, I would. I know who knows him. Books, Games, Pottery says, praying for you, Vic, and these convention owners. Thank you for being a person we can trust to keep us informed. Baron Wolfsbane says, if everyone opens a separate tab now and sends a tweet to Kamea-Khan asking for Vic, over 5,600 voices will be heard in unison. I implore, speak loudly. That's Baron Wolfsbane. Look, if you send messages to Kamea-Khan, polite, respectful, professional. Don't sink to the level of garbage that's out there on the other side. They're the ones saying that we are threatening and doxing and harassing people, and they're the ones actually doing it. They're the ones actually doing it. Not just Kamea-Khan, of course, that they're doing it too. They've been trying to do it to Anime Matsuri. Frankly, Anime Matsuri knows the score. They know the score. But they've been trying to get Anime Matsuri to drop Vic forever. Thank goodness they're standing up. Of course, now they're smearing Anime Matsuri, right? You saw that blue-haired gourd tweeting to me about this some legal claims against Anime Matsuri from a while back. Yeah, that's a smear. That's a good one. Go after Anime Matsuri and flex on them. You know, the mayor of Houston comes out to Anime Matsuri. It's you think they need to back down to you? Dying Twitter thought. Cassius says, I've never felt so reassured in my stance with Vic. These people are trash and probably are part of the Brotherhood of NOD. Long live the GDI. Goblin Slayer says, F you, Sabbath. Nick's right. You are a villain in this story. You have no right to voice the symbol of peace. Seriously, F you. Automata says, where's Broly? Hashtag where's Broly? Zero the Slayer says, I'm a nobody in this whole thing, but I'm so proud to stand on this side. Everyone here has such an inspiring sense of justice. It's fantastic. Nick, seriously, I'm so glad you're doing what you're doing. Man, gotta tell you, I'm happy to do it because I hate this stuff. Gonzo the Ungrateful says, Vic has given them a lot of rope and they continue to hang themselves. Their stupidity is remarkable. Jaeger says, been watching your videos of your streams covering this for a while now. Keep doing what you do, Nick. Enjoy my first ever super chat donation on here and God bless. Thank you so much, buddy. The Gaming Novice says, with friends like these, who needs enemies? Tefabled says, Lanipator is a better Vegeta anyways. Cody Paul says, he has our anger, our rage, and all of our sorrow. Johnny Razik says, boom, lawyered, light him up, Nick. Mr. Joshua 93 says, Chris, you are a effing bastard. That's Sabat, I'm guessing. Chris Sabat. Days of Clarity says, love seeing justice done. Thanks for everything. Phil Rogie says, kill them all, Rekieta. well, in Minecraft. Metaphorical. We don't actually kill people here. We just deal with them legally. The Texan 83 says, at Rekieta Law, would you like videos from us fans to include in your video? I will absolutely get one on my channel for you to use. I don't usually do other videos in my videos. One, because boomer, and two, because I don't like how YouTube algorithms might decide that that's a duplicate or a strike. I don't want to risk that at this point. Too many people recording my stuff. But I give people permission to clip my stuff and use it. That's fine. Please send me a DM and let me know that you did it. Barrett Onderox says 4 Vegetas, 4 Gokus, 2 Bardoks, 2 Gohans, 2 Bulmas scheduled for Kamehacon. Yeah, who cares if you're missing a Vegeta and a Bulma? You have 3 more Vegetas and another Bulma. But no Broly. Finfrog says, no worries, Nick. Feels bad, real bad. Blaine20 says, hashtag it's all fake. Hashtag I stand with Vic. Jay says, try some antihistamines. Let the rant flow. I'm supposed to take them. I'm just bad at it. Eric Rader says, unemployment is becoming real for Kick Vic movement. Ethan Amante, I'm truly disgusted by this. Amaranth, if you're listening, Kamehacon, listen. These people are paying money for me to say supportive messages to you. Who's paid money for a negative one? I would read it in a heartbeat. They don't. Because they don't care. It's all fake. They have no support. They're lying to you constantly about the fans. They're lying to you about social media. Just look. Just open your eyes and look. We're on your side. We're on the side of the cons. We're on the side of the fans. We're even on the side of those losers still being at the same convention. Because we're not asking you to drop anybody. They're the only ones threatening that. Let's see. Amaranth84 says, hope all the cons that have been threatened by Team Soy send the evidence to the beard. If only just to help Vic's case. Me too. Send it to me. Send it to me. I will put them on blast. I will read. Just send me their texts. I will read them. I'll read them on the air. I will never disclose who you are. I will read their texts aloud. We will bury them. We will bury them. Put it out there. Put it out there for the world to see who these people are. Send me the texts. Kamehacon, send me the texts. Show them what you had to deal with. Send them to me. Oh my gosh. SM Scorix89 says that video about the GoFundMe was done by Perfection, aka this Super Itachi. He is a leech and take anything he says with a 100-pound bag of salt. Yeah, I know nothing about it. The GoFundMe is just fine. Still trending over $107,000. I got an email from GoFundMe today. Everything's good. So I don't know what that's about, but, you know, whatever. Ryan Smith says, Nick, you are doing such a huge service for standing for truth. And as fans, really thank you so much. P.S. Skulls for Vic's Thrones. JK. Bagel Goose said, would share my Kit Kat ice cream. Itchiness be gone. Rando number 9 says, friendly reminder that Reset Era is trying to cancel Ruben Langdon. We can't let them. Ruben, if you're seeing this, buddy, you want to come tell your story, DM me, man. DM me. Daniel Dawson says, just out of curiosity, what are the chances of a summary judgment in Vic's case? Huge. All their statements are public. What are they going to dispute? Massive chance of summary judgment. And would it be a good strategy to pursue? Absolutely. You're gonna get their statements. You're gonna get them from Twitter or wherever. You're gonna get all these statements. You're gonna put them in deposition. You're gonna make them admit to every defamatory or tortiously interfering statement that they made. You're gonna make them do it in deposition for hours and hours and hours, just reading them their own tweets. Make them lie about it, or make them admit to it. If they admit to it, summary judgment. If they lie about it, perjury, sanctions, then summary judgment. Aslan, yes, it'd be a great strategy. Aslan, Dedene, 5439 says, hi, Nick, first time in one of your streams. Just wanted to say thank you for all you do. You're welcome. Been painful for me to watch all these VAs I admire, but most of all, I've been worried sick for Vic. He doesn't deserve any of this. Absolutely. Phil Rogie says, no survivors. It's too late for them. Quietness says, that reminds me. Here's my 2nd month of Funimation subscription. Thank you so much. Revwell Arvita says, send the Ordo Hereticus to purge Funimation. Igard says, oh, look, a white woman taking the role of a woman of color in the voice of industry. Hashtag blackface voice actress. Isn't that problematic, Monica? Archangel, no, it's fine for them, remember? Archangel Nishan says, thanks so much for being on these events as they transpire. Enjoy a good bottle of bourbon on me. Thank you so much, I will. Blaine 20, Rial gets the L, Sabat gets the L, Soye gets the L, Shane gets the L, Marchie gets the L, Funimation gets the L, Rooster Teeth gets the L, Shannon gets the L, Samantha gets the L, Mars Girl gets the L, Shane's chair gets witness protection. Steam Tank says, Nick, summon the Necrons and sick them on them. Above average Peen Jeremy says, boy, I hope these VA twatters are going public after this stream. Full on damage control. Keep it up. I can't wait to see who unprivates first. Kadak1 says, I canceled my Funimation and subscription to subscribe to DC Universe. As a Marvel fan, that is how much Funimation sucks. Courtney Leah says, Renfamous is tagging Kamehacon on Twitter about you in this stream right now. Good. Come watch it, Kamehacon. Come watch it. Carl Manver says, law for the law god. Papa bless Nick and Vic. Darkman McEdgeface says, the face of law will change once the Nick Rekieta is mass produced. Side 3 and Axis forces stand in solidarity with Vic. What? Hashtag Hail Xeon. Hashtag Colony Drop incoming. Kadak1 says, I cancel my Funimation and subscribe to DC Universe. As a Marvel fan, that is how much Funimation sucks. Again, Phil Rogie says, only Lady Rackets knows. Richie Gonzalez says, someone called Devil May Cry on these demons. Uchiha Kagai says, will you be providing legal help and advice to Supergirl after she was doxxed and her personal info was posted on Pretty Ugly Little Liars? No, I don't think so. No one's asked me to. Most importantly, she hasn't asked me to. Automata says, query. Couldn't Vic's fans make a positive and noticeable impression by mass ordering merch from the con's web store and sending a message why they're buying? They do offer shipping. I don't tell people to order merchandise from anybody. I don't know. I mean, in theory, that'd be possible. All Might 89 says, I think I just witnessed the birth of a new dub studio, Rekieta-mation. Y says, careful what you wish for. Scott Freaks, aka Kaiser Nico of Team 4-Star, is also an SJW. Scream of Cachulu says, beware blue hair cosplay hippo thoughts stalking around on the twatters. Rich in Vegas says, let's try this again. Contact me at info@animevegas.com. You do not have to read this to the fans. Okay. Well, sorry. I read it. You said I don't have to. You didn't say please don't. So, yeah, I'll contact you. Tom says, hey, Nick, gonna be in your neck of the woods next Thursday, Friday. Any chance you'd want to grab a few beers? Maybe. It depends on next Thursday, Friday is a possibility. You send me a message somewhere. I don't know where is better. Let's see. Lady Lavalin says, how long do you think till Vic and others go to court? I really can't wait. To be honest, I just want Vic to be happy and get this over with. Victory. Hashtag victory when he wins. Namrek Isto says, if a new dubbing studio opened up and hired Vic as a regular VA and they offered you as a job as a law consultant at least, would you do it? I'd consider it. Phil Rogie says, no second chances, not like this. Beefy Penguin says, you're right about fans questioning his absence only after showing up to the con. The story is all over Twitter, but it's still pretty well contained. Teammate 11 says, this outrage culture is disgusting. A teacher at my old high school got fired because a joke got interpreted the wrong way, apparently. Eyes of the Wolf 101. Nick, I declare exterminatus upon Funimation. I hereby sign the death warrant of an entire company and consign every Funimation voice actor to oblivion. May Rekieta justice account in all balance. The Emperor protects. Schooled says, careful, Leader Sensei. You're going so pink, you channeling Majin Buu. Finn Frog says, coins for the truth speaker. Brett Wyatt says, if Monica, Ron, Chris, Jamie, and Shane have no conscience, I can guarantee Shane is laughing as he is watching this. Very messed up. Revul Arvita says 3 dislike. Funimation shills on the feed. Well, we know one of them is Renfamous, right? Commissar Warden says, do you think Ty can get those messages from the Kamehacon owner? And is this proof of malice in TI? Yes to both of those. Revul Arvita says, blue-haired parasite, send the Ordo Xenos. DLC Force says, glory to the Brotherhood of Nod. Neon Goblin says, this is sad. I went from angry to plain indifference. They're truly empty people. Toussaint Louverture says, check MySpace. Jim wants on. Ravelin1 says, Nick, you are the champion of the bullied, the brigaded, and the betrayed. Proud to stand with you, with Vic, and with all those on the side of light. Thank you. Thank you. Imagine the world where the bullies say that the lawsuits coming back at them are the bullying. How sad these people are. The Blur says, I don't like doing this, but I can't help but notice the political alignment of the VA group screeching about Vic. Almost like I can't help but notice political alignment with those who commit mass shootings. Kaiser Girl says, Monica and Ron so want to be victims. So sad. They scream harassment when they bring it on themselves. Thank you for keeping us informed, Nick. You're welcome. Anime Moon says, if you are around Kentucky, request Vic at OMG Con. The Big Red Bear, again, be polite. Anybody you talk to, be polite. Politeness wins. Politeness wins. Even if it doesn't win the short term, it wins in the long term because these people are evil. Absolutely disgusting. Big Red Bear says, I'm genuinely sad to hear about Sabat's involvement. It's been from the start. Man, it's been from the start. It's been from before Broly. Before Broly, Sabat was doing this. Been from the start. But here it is, manifest in front of you. It's really heartbreaking watching these people demean themselves and hurt themselves legally. It's really sad. I wish they were better people. We all do, buddy. Punk Panther says, if we can't get K-Con back, let's do Reki Hamahakan? Hamehakan? Reki Hamehakan? Oh. Reki Hamehakan. There you go. Evan Rogers says, hashtag Zamasu did nothing wrong. Hashtag I stand with Vic. Plantation Sensation says, love your channel. Never sell out and stay out of fake and gay drama. Yeah, I don't have any intention of getting in that. Law of Cinema says, first time super chat. Thank you. Love you, Nick. Any doubt about who the real villains are has been completely dissipated. I feel horribly sorry for Vic. Cesario JPN says, a certain blue-haired person is now joining the fray in this mess. It appears she's watching your stream. Hell, she's calling you a carpetbagger. That's rich. That's rich. Good job. Go ahead. Call me whatever you want. It's going to work out in your favor. You leech. IT Weeb says, you tell that sweaty, nasty, disgusting animal. And Ron too. Supa Sandwich says, hey Nick, Renfamous makes my blood boil. There is no reasoning with that slug. She's tweeting at Kamehacon right now. Thinks she could have consequences. I don't care. She's so irrelevant that it's sad. Why do you think she's trying to leech into this? Why do you think she's suddenly leeching into this? Evan Rogers says, F in chat. I said heck on my favorite Christian Minecraft server and got banned. Oh, man. Data Zero says they set dumpster on fire, use gasoline to extinguish it from the looks of it, and then wonder why their eyebrows went missing. Hello from Estonia. Hello, Estonia. Thank you. Comfy Couch says there's a con that is partnered by Funimation in my area soon. Is it bad idea to post hashtag boycott Funimation signs? The convention has made no Vic statements. Not my call, man. Not my call. Like I said, my thoughts on the matter are positive, encouraging messages to cons. They've got to know we have their support. They've got to know they can bring Vic back and that it will be successful, because it will be. It's just business. Bill Rogie says, I'm glad you showed up as an obvious vent to last year's tax return. You're worth every penny. I hope you and your family continue forever. Thank you so much. Lurik L says, Vic always talked about how Broly destroyed his voice, but he's willing to go all out every time. Wish Monica and Chris cared about their jobs that much. The Anime Collector says, as per usual, once Rial and Sabat get slaughtered in court and are let go from Funimation and replaced in their shows, their fans will do the exactly the things that they claim without proof that Vic's fans are doing. Addie M says, I don't know if this is connected, but I did a search for Kamehacon and found out that they're now taking a gap year for quality and all that jazz. There you go. There you go. The Texan 83 says, I don't have Twatter. Refuse to join the cesspit, so I cannot DM you that way. Email me then. Email me, buddy. Rekieta Law at rekieta.org. You Google me, you can find it there. Sinria Sakari. Oh, it's also in the description. Ginger with lemon lime for your stomach for anger. Amtank says, cancel my Funimation sub. Texas Con should support justice. Xenosate says, me to Monica, Toye, Sabat, and Marchi. You're the ones who flew into the sun. I'm just here watching you burn. Cold Fusion Waffle says, Toei should cancel contracts with Funimation, start their own USA dubbing studio. Would laugh if Funimation's VA blacklisted themselves over this. Love Lovely says, Toy Bounty Hunters is personal friends with Ruben. Yes, I'll talk to Toy Bounty Hunters as well. Gary Rawlings says, get 'em lads. Wah! Not enough orc love. Tempanon, thank you for the donation. Lord Chippy Dip says, you inspired my brother and I to go to law school. Best of luck to you. Tom Riddle, thank you for the donation. Sakaki Onzai says, Nick, thank you. Props to Fantasy Soft Entertainment for standing with Vic. They should get DBZ licensing. They can do it. They are the studio we're looking for. All Out of Bubblegum says, not to change the subject, but I finally purchased the 40K rules book. Hopefully there will be one more Inquisitor in this world soon. The Waffle Nerd says, is this corporate collusion and blackmail? It might be. I don't currently have any evidence specifically linking Funimation to this. But man, it's definitely civil conspiracy at this point. It's definitely civil conspiracy. MC Whammer says, yo mama's so fat she sat on the rainbow and it rained Skittles. Tragic Toast says, lol in Minecraft, love it. Please keep informing us. And Broken Console Studio says, my wife thought Rimfamous was a dude in a wig. She wouldn't be the first. She won't be the last. Well, guys, 2 a.m. Sorry for the short show. Sorry for the short show. There's a little document out there put out by a charming little sea lion that that lays out like a set of talking points about Vic's situation, right? The Kick Vic talking points. It's an embarrassment of a document. I'll probably have a video coming out on that really soon. Really soon. But like I said, I'm done for the night. I am going to compose a very polite tweet to Kamehacon. I'm going to compose a very polite tweet. The fans have Kamehacon's back. It's funny. It's funny that the Shrieking Harpies on Twitter are going to say that somehow I'm doing something against Kamehacon. No, not at all. I understand how, you know, with Meyer versus Wade, so many people said, why didn't Meyer sue the person who breached his contract, right? Well, you put the guy in an impossible situation. Why would you sue him when you could sue the people who caused the breach? That's who you go after. You go after the bad actors, not the poor person being bullied and manhandled around. You go after the bad people. That's what lawsuits are for. So I have no malice towards Kamehacon at this point. Why would I? Guy got beat up on by a bunch of prima donnas. And he made a decision. I think it's the wrong decision, but he can still make it right. Still has a chance to make that decision correct. But you guys needed to know what was going on. Can't have this stuff going on behind the scenes. Can't have it. No way. That's why this community is unprepared for this lawsuit. Because this backroom twisting and blacklisting and gossip circle has gone on for too long. It's been exposed. It's been exposed by what's happening to Vic. It's been exposed by subhumans like Shane. Been exposed. There's a ring of people behind ruining lives, ruining business, ruining fan encounters. No more. Nuh-uh. Can't let this crap go on. It's only because they've been such an insular community, and it's only because the publications have had such strong ties to the community that they fear blacklisting. Well, guess what, baby? I got no ties to this community. Nobody, no convention can tell me what to say. No convention can intimidate me by keeping me away. No voice actors can flex on me. I'm happy to tell everything. If you need a mouth, you need a mouthpiece. Because what's going on can't go on. In the business world, these people would be put out of business yesterday. It's only because they're in a fandom that they're still around. You need a mouthpiece. If you want to tell your story, here we go. Come here. All right, guys, couple more chats, then we're done. And we're done. Andrew Mohan says, have you ever heard of text-to-speech emperor? I have. Comfy Couch says, thanks for the tip. Best not to antagonize anyone. Yeah, don't antagonize anybody. Yethna P says, here's some branding. Lion Riane and Soya Boya. Oron says, that blue hair thing is so desperate on Twitter. Sad. Nick P donated. Thank you. Blue Satoshi says, check Streamlabs. I've read all the Streamlabs chats. Blaine 20 says, I made a request tweet to Kamea Con. Cameron Jackson says, have my first donation. Thanks for entertaining me. Thank you. Evan Rogers says, hashtag MAGA, make anime great again. All right, guys. I gotta do this tweet. I gotta wind down for the evening. More to come tomorrow. More to come tomorrow. Stay tuned. If any big developments happen, you know where you can find them. You know where you can find them. Peace.